what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to House of Conversations.
Welcome.
If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome back. And if you're new here, don't be shy. Join our family and subscribe.
Yes, come join.
So yeah, and don't forget to like this video, guys. It helps,
Reach the masses.
Exactly.
And please share the video.
First of all, we want to thank the people. Oh my goodness, we've got great responses from people.
We have a channel, baby! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Thank you so much for commenting and liking and actually sharing and pushing it out into the people. We see you, we know you, and we thank you. Like literally, I told Yo when she had advertised it on Friday that we were busy working on Friday, right? And we couldn't post ours, but she posted the channel and everything. And then people started coming to us and like, whoa, did you guys start a channel? We didn't know. Oh, we watched your video. I was like, whoa, Yo has a heavy influence.
What can I say? What can I say?
Our topic is about friendships. Yeah, friendships. Our first question we want to ask is, what is friendship? Like, what does it mean for you, Reso?
Hit us up.
Yeah, to what it means to you.
For me,
you have to give a dictionary.
Yeah.
Just what it means to you.
So for me, friendship basically means having a bond with somebody or like a group of people that you can truly be yourself with. No filter, like proper you, and that they know most of the things about you. People that you can trust, with your life, basically. People you know will be there for you, like in difficult times and also good times. Yeah, that's friendship for me. People I can just trust, and like that's the top thing. People I can be myself around, like 100%. Yeah.
And for you?
For me, friendship has become like a community. It's people I go to in times of, like how Lisa was saying, in times of need, in times of struggle, but also friendship for me, what it means is being seen and being loved and being cared for, and people that can carry me. I'm not like carry me, like carry me, my essence and who I am. And yeah, just like people I can have fun times with and do things that are crazy because I have such a big personality. So people who aren't going to be like, hey, goes weird.
Yeah.
And I am weird, and I own my weirdness. That's what friendship is. It's someone accepting me and accepting my bold, bigness, and is able to carry that.
What about you?
I was gonna compare and paste all of you guys, but then I was like, no, what does it mean for me?
Yes.
Yes,
queen.
So yeah, for me, it's a community and a family where I can be myself. I'm not shy to express myself to them or
How have you experienced friendship? Like your experience with all this type of friends you've had, and has it been to all the stuff you expected? Has it not? Tell us.
For me, I'm just like thinking like how it was when I was in primary school. I'll just like meet someone and we find something in common, we click, and then we are playing and running around and we're just being ourselves. So that's what I like kind of had associated. And then in high school, when I was meeting with friends, it was like we were in close proximity. We always saw each other from Monday till Friday, from 8 till 5, that was
high school friendship.
Exactly. We made it work. We were like, okay, on the weekdays, let's go somewhere, let's hang out, let's do what we want to do so that we can click even more. So that was so cool because I think we got to see each other a lot. But now, as growing up and adulting and adulting life and all that, it's become harder for me to meet up with people because of my own financial status and all that. So for me, I try to message now. Technology is our thing. We have all these social medias and stuff, and now I try to message people to see how they are and intentionally check up on them because I feel like that's also really important to do. Even though I can't go wherever they're going out and stuff, I feel like, although that is important, you need that nice space to actually be with someone and actually communicate connect and have a deeper bond and form that deeper friendship. But yeah, just checking up on people over WhatsApp or whatever. Like I would see them on Instagram and all that, and we know that Instagram is just showing a highlight of your life and that's what you choose. But then I'm like, but how are you, friend? You know, I see, oh, it's so amazing, but how are you doing? There was a time in my life where I was like depressed and I wasn't feeling too good. And one of my friends noticed this and she asked, hey, don't you want to come for a sleepover? And then we can hang out with a group of friends that I knew at the church. And that really helped me kind of overcome that depression, was being around people I know, chatting to them and being in a different environment and space. So I was so grateful that that friend saw me at that time, prayed with me, but also was like, let's do something practical about it and actually get you out of this funk that you might be in. Because I love to socialize, and being in that space with a group of friends literally helped me, like just that cloud was kind of like just gone, and I was just like, yo, this is what I actually needed, was to be out with people, get to know them more and have like grow our friendship with them. So yeah, that was my experience as well.
So you would say that friendship outside of high school is being more intentional.
Yes, it's a work in progress.
It's choosing to message the person, check up on them, be that friend for them, and like being intentional about the friendships.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because we're not in close proximity, but I always try to do my best to message and see how people are.
So friendship is no joke. You gotta work at it. It's basically a relationship.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Sometimes I do drop the ball, I fumble a bit, but I do my best to pick it up again and actually be like, so sorry friend, I haven't been checking up on you. How are you? What's going on? Let me know.
Yeah. How's it been for you, friend?
My experience of friendships.
Yeah. Ups, the down, the ugly, what did it
I admire Kaveh because she's very intentional about like her friendships and like reaching out to people. But I kind of struggle with that. It's almost like if no one's reaching out to me, then I'm not going to reach out to you. Not intentionally.
Yeah.
As an introvert, I think it's like I don't make that effort to be like, hey girl, what's up, what's good? Because generally introverts don't really like, you know, not that they don't like people, but like,
yeah. But deep down, yeah, we know. We know. Yeah, we know.
It's like we don't mind being alone, but obviously we need people, so it's something we need to overcome, you know. So that's been my experience with like me trying to be friends to people. I struggle with like intentionally reaching out to people unless they're in my face, you know. And I'm like, I'm there, you know. If you're there, I'm there. And then how I've received friendships. Yeah, I think like I was saying, my friend group was in high school. But then because we, you know, lost proximity, you know, contact became less often, and it's like you do miss them, but like again, as an introvert, like I'm chilling, you know. It's like it is what it is. Even though I know deep down I do need people, it's like I'm okay, I'm good. But when I do see them and I get to see them, it's like, oh my gosh, I miss you. But at my church, I think I've gotten a good couple of friends that I've experienced like good friendships with. But that's also just a few. I find it hard to make friends because I'm not that outgoing person, not that extroverted. And I'm not gonna go up to you and be like, yeah, yeah, exactly. So then I'm not. I think the friends I've made is because of my sister.
So this is what's happening. Kaveh is basically carrying you on her shoulder. To be carried. How are your shoulders, my friend? How are your shoulders?
Like, jokes aside, that's literally how it's been. Like, I will speak to someone and then I'll be that person speaking to someone new by myself. Like, I will be there, then I will, you know, tag along. So that's how I've experienced friendships. That's why we have basically the same friends. Exactly. And I think a lot of my friends are extroverted. And yeah, that's how they like approach me. If I'm not making friends with Kaveh's friends, then extroverted people approach me.
So we all out here working hard. What I'm hearing is I work hard. I'm basically carrying you. I was wondering why. There was a bit of a dip in my shoulders. There was a little bit of a stress. It's okay, my friend. I don't mind. I'll carry you.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Like, it's tough for us introverts.
Okay, so what have you experienced?
my experience with friendship has been, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, and it's actually shaped who I am and the type of friend that I am. So I've had so growing up, I had lack of friends, bro. Growing up in Langa, you didn't have to like organize play dates. You had embedded in play dates. We came back from school, we all were outside, we playing Uduve, we playing all these games, Opunta, everything. We're outside, we're playing. So though my childhood was just filled with just me playing outside with my friends, got a lot of trouble from my mom because I didn't wash the dishes, I didn't make my bed. I just wanted to go play. So the same thing even in high school. High school, I had such good friends in high school that I went to school with, but then I had special friends that like from home, because I like my street Kolanga, we all just, whenever we came home, we would be with each other. So, and then I had school friends, so I've always had lots of friends. I guess when you're popular, so I've always had like friends, and all of my friends were like really good. And I know like during holidays we'd do sleepovers, and we'd like just have the time of our lives. And then out of high school, I went university years. My friendships started becoming more like serious because a lot of like life was happening. So it's like I've got going through a lot of stuff in my family, a lot of stuff in my friendships, and a lot of stuff in my faith. So a lot of things that God was doing in my life, I needed a community to kind of like shelter me and kind of help me go through this journey with him. And yeah, I've had like solid good friends. I've had people step in and be like, hey, I want to support you, I want to be your friend. And for me going, hey, stop, I don't know you like that. So a lot of like my friends that like I call my homies, my peeps, like they really like, we're like, Yolanda, we love you, we support you, we want to be here for you. And some of them would challenge me to like step out and get rid of all the stuff that I've identified myself as. A lot of the stuff I was like, I'm not worthy of being loved, not worthy of being all of these things, all the lies that the devil can easily tell you about people and about friends. So yeah, a lot of my friends did that. And then there's another flip side to it, whereas, dude, I got into some hectic friendship fallout, because I remember in high school we used to come to Gravity. Back then it was youth. I had like this big circle of friends. We were the go-tos, and then obviously life happens, people change, people move on. So that losing a lot of friends, whoo, it's not fun. It was not fun, and that was a tough time for me. But I kind of stuck to it. I was like, you know what, if I could just continue, just stay in the church, don't leave the church, and hopefully God will bring more friends into your life. I'm not gonna lie, I can make friends easily. I'm an extrovert and I love people and whatever, but there was a time in my life where I was like, flip, I need to pray for friends. I actually prayed for my friends. For the friends that I have right now, I prayed for them. I'm not gonna lie. It's not because of my amazing extrovertness, no, it's because Jesus called people to be in my life, because wow, I needed them. So the experience of friendship has been like, there's a good side of it and there's the negative side of it. And because I'm such an easily influenced person, dude, I find myself in some weird situations with friends. And yeah, all that party life, and also I've always wanted to look cool, so I did some dumb things just to be cool. Hey guys, it's not worth it, eh? It's not worth it. The life of Jesus is so much fun. A lot of people tell you it's not, but it actually is, because I like remember my youth and just a little bit of first year and second year, I was just, woo, let's go world. And yeah, if it wasn't for the people that Jesus called into my life, I don't think I would have made it here. So friendship has been a blessing in my life, and also it's been like a hard thing, because you have to be intentional with your friends. You have to check in, you have to call, you have to just go the extra mile to show that you love people. And me being me, I'm not feely, touchy. Well, now I am. Like, I'm a bit softy now. But back then, I used to play it cool. I used to be like, hey, don't come at me. But now I'm such a loving, wholehearted person who really wants to invest in people. But back then, it was not the case. So I had to really work. So like being more intentional now, I try to be more intentional with my friends. I fail at it, but I try. So you friends, don't come at me looking at your message and be like, so I messaged you 2 weeks ago and you haven't responded. I try. I try really hard to be intentional with my friends and kind of like check in just as they check in on me and stuff like that.
So on that, you trying to be intentional. How are you a good friend? If that makes sense.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm a good friend. I would say I am a trying friend. Let's just face it that way. I am a trying friend. I try to be a good friend. I try to always not make it about myself, but rather about the other person. And try like put myself into their shoes. So like you find that someone's going through something, and so like in my life I always go through something hectic. I always feel like God just has a special zinger in my life. So like I'll go through, let's say someone in my family is going through some hectic mental health stuff, and then I have a friend, let's say Monica, I don't have a friend named Monica, but like let's say Monica is going through something where she's like, flip, my cat won't come to me at night, and we usually used to cuddle. To that person, to Monica, that matters. To Monica, that's real. So I try by all means to actually be supportive to Monica and not just be like, Monica, it's just a cat. Cat don't usually love people anyway. So I really try to actually validate people even by their struggle and being like, actually your struggle matters and what you go through actually matters. So being a good friend is actually recognizing that this person's pain is their pain. It might not be like how my family is going through some hectic mental health stuff where I'm like, flip, dude, I'm going through this. It's not about comparing problems. It's about like actually being there for one another and just fully supporting one another. So that's what I'm trying to.
Importance of diversity.
For me, what I love about the word diversity, I think a lot of the times we have mistaken the word for color. But the word diversity does not just mean color, it's a variety of different things. So diversity means that there needs to be a difference in something. We can't just be like, because we are black and white, therefore we are diverse. So for me, like having a variety of like people, so diversity in how we think, diversity in how we background, how we raised, and diversity in just what you bring to the table. That's not necessarily like we both have the same thing, but like just being inclusive in our friendships. Does that mean that my friendships are like that? No. But what I try and strive to have diversity in my friendships. I remember for a very long time, I had such a good diverse friendship, and it was like the best thing, and it only happened for like a year. It was just a year where we were like diverse and like facial things you could see, okay, this is really nice, but we were diversity at heart. We were diverse in the things that we brought to each other, and we were encouraging each other, and I was like, this is what I want. This is what I want for my life. But right now, I'm in a space where I feel like I'm the only person represented in my friendship. And for me right now, that kind of hurts. And it's not to blame my friends, it's just how the situation just kind of happened, and it's where we are right now. Why are you guys singing? Did you guys hear yourself?
It's like, I don't know why she's doing that.
Look, I promise you that's how I am. It's okay. That's how I'm like, I'm in there. Like,
yes,
I'm
we
actually
hear
like,
you, support you, sis. Now continue. So right now I'm having a very hard time with my friends because it's just two sides of things. We think the same. We pretty much have grown up in the same kind of environment, but I've always felt like I've been different in my friendship. I'm sick and tired of being the different one. Let's just bring some variety. So there hasn't been much variety in my friendships, and there hasn't been that much diversity. I mean, sometimes the conversations are diverse, but you find that some people aren't willing to actually have those conversations that make them uncomfortable so that they would grow from that. So I find that in my friendships, my friends aren't willing to actually question themselves and be like, why is our friendship circle like this, and how can we best change it? Because I find that a lot of my friends they've grown up together, they have their tight-knit core friend is basically a photocopy of who they are, except just one person, me. So that for me is actually quite hard. I find that it makes me want to disengage, but that's not what God's calling me. That's not what God wants for my life, and that's not what I want for myself. I don't want to isolate myself from people, but also I don't want to be the only person represented in my friendship circle. And it's not even just a matter of my color. I just want a diverse group with diverse, just wholeness mindset and who we are. So in that tight knit. So you find that a lot of my friendship circles, they'll be like, oh, but we're diverse, look at us. But look at your inner circle. Are you diverse in your inner circle? That's not the case.
I think we're gonna have a part 2 because, guys, we can go way deep into this, and there is so much more that I feel like we haven't uncovered that we want to uncover more. Because friendships are really important, and what you're saying with diversity, not just in race, but financially, backgrounds, mentally, like how are we diverse in those groups? There is such a lot to unpack, and I'm loving these conversations, and we want to continue these conversations. So please do, guys, join in more in these conversations. You'll see us on Instagram more, and also on our YouTube channel more. So if you want to hear more of these conversations, please like, subscribe, put on the notification bell so we know when we upload. We are trying to upload every second Friday.
And even if this video is not for you, like today, still, keep watching, keep sharing. It might not be for you, but it's for someone else. And please give us suggestions too on our IG. We'll have spaces where we can actually have an engagement with you guys.
Until next time. So,
cheers, everyone.
Yeah, I know, all I know.
Oh shit.
yeah.
I need to stop laughing.
Oh, we love the joy. We love the joy. We do love it.
This video my kids will see, guys. Hi kids!
I just want to say, hi Lisa's kids. I can't.
That's your son.
I know it's a nice thing.
She does.